This 26 Sports and CCTV high school basketball presentation is presented by Cadillac Casting Incorporated.
Jump around. Jump around.
Oh.
Welcome back to Cadillac High School.
Little throwback with the
Jay
music
Simon
there.
and Ryan Biller proving just how old we are as we sing along to Jump Around by, oh my gosh, the name just fell out of my head. House of Pain.
Yeah.
That's a late 90s song, I think.
Yes, it is.
Mount Pleasant and Cadillac going at it here in the final regular season game of the year as Jackson Ostrowski misses the bunny on the interior, so it will be Viking basketball. 41-40, Oilers with the lead. This game presented to you by Cadillac Casting Incorporated, as well as Pizza Plus, Cadillac Tire, and Napa Auto Parts. Our sincere thanks to each and every one of those sponsors for their support. One of these two teams will carry a little momentum into the postseason. The other will try to regroup. Keegan Brooks, too strong, and Peyton Fountain with the rebound. Jackson Ostrowski, kick out, three ball on the way from Somick, no good. Just underway here in the fourth quarter. And there's a steal by Ostrowski after the tap by Joseph. Joseph tapped to Jackson and he lays it in. It's a 3-point Oiler lead. Oh, beautiful look. And maybe even a better catch by Cooper Benson. That's
Great
a hot
catch.
pass from Keegan Brooks.
Good hands, good angle. Yeah, good finish there by Cooper.
Joseph to Jackson for three.
Good battle in there by Vinny.
6.5 remaining here in the ball game. 43-42. Oilers with the lead.
In other news, that Alex Netzley there for the Cadillac Vikings, I heard he's the defending D2 state champion in giant slalom.
Yep.
Ski.
I thought he won it.
He did win it again, so.
Call the travel on Aiden Raphael.
Quite an accomplishment by that Cadillac Viking, Alex Netzley.
And considering a sport that, between first and second can sometimes be 100th of a second.
Oh.
It's just astounding to be that good and that consistent.
Yep. Little mistakes mean big things on the clock.
Tough shot from Fountain, well defended by Brooks.
But congratulations to Alex.
Absolutely.
That's quite a accomplishment.
Raphael gets his pass tapped away by Jackson Ostrowski.
There's definitely a lull right now. You can feel the
it's almost like they're kind of trying to recover for a big push at the end, huh?
Yep. It was almost a little bit like a boxing match, you know.
Aiden Raphael, quick three. No good. Benson skying for the rebound.
Oh, geez.
Oh, what a gorgeous pass, and he can't finish. Right in front of the student section, going nuts.
Yeah, that's a tough one to take.
Yeah. Oilers with a 1-point lead. Crowd wanted to travel. And we're going to get a timeout from the Oilers. Boy, oh boy. Trey Wentworth with the Patrick Ewing-esque two strides across the paint. Kids, Patrick Ewing was a professional basketball player back in the 70s.
Wore knee pads.
Wore knee pads, he did. In college. I don't think he did in the pros, did he?
Okay. I don't know.
I know he did in college, yes. Crowd wanted to travel.
Yeah.
Then he managed to come back and steal it on the bottom.
Oh, it's a good.
Well, I don't know if we can get a camera shot. We don't have a screen, but
it's a good time. Coach Myers down there stretching the student body out.
If we can get a shot of the Cadillac Crazies over there.
Yeah.
They are stretching and getting ready for the finish here. I'm not sure who's leading them. Who's that leading them?
That's Coach Myers. That's Coach T. Myers.
That's fantastic.
The
Little arm stretches, little leaning, little squatting.
Strength and conditioning coach right there.
I'll tell
leading
you,
the
that
way.
was great stuff. Love an engaged student section. Oilers with the ball out of the timeout.
He always limber, Coach Myers.
Oh, he looks.
Limber and fit.
He looks like he could play any sport he wants right now. Looks in much better shape than either of us, that's for sure. Sorry to lump you in with me.
That's okay.
Jackson Ostrowski, tough shot, gets his own board. Again, trying to create some space, and he's going to draw the foul. And Vinny Genema is frustrated because Ostrowski, in my opinion, is creating that contact. He's jumping into Genema. Genema's, again, in my opinion, but this is why I'm up here, is entitled to his verticality. If Vinny stays on the ground, I don't think there's any call there.
No.
But because he elevates, I think that's where the that's where the foul call comes in.
Well, really, Jackson Ostrowski's being the aggressor there. That's what it ends up being. And
yeah, absolutely. That's what I'm saying.
Vinny keeps moving, trying to get position. You may never win that battle with the referee. You always get that foul. But I agree. Vinny's working hard right now, and he's a little outsized by the muscle there of Jackson Ostrowski.
Ostrowski goes 1 of 2. It's a 2-point Oiler lead, 44-42. 4.5 to go here in the ball game. Nice backdoor. Maddox Hoagland cut off nicely though by Hooneman. Vikings though, fortunate to get it back. They'll reset.
It's a good recovery there by Maddox to kick the ball out and get another reset on the offensive end here for the Vikings.
Oilers have gone to a zone defense.
Yeah, it looks like they're a little
bit of a matchup zone, sort of.
Yeah.
Genema for 3.
Oh, good hustle there.
Hoagland just unable to save it. Several Vikings at the end of the bench standing up going, hey, that wasn't out of bounds.
Yeah, you see some indecision there, can't you, with the switch up of the
they're not quite
defense.
sure how to attack it. I'm sure Coach Benzenberg will recognize and instruct.
Possessions are a premium right now. We got about 4 minutes and 10 seconds left in the game. And each possession's important. You want to capitalize on it if you can.
Ostrowski, tight, tough take to the rim. Can't get it to go. And Tip Baker finishing off the Keegan Brooks pass.
Good pass by Keegan Brooks there. Right timing. Took about 3-point line, free throw line.
Knotted at 44. Fountain, quick pull, knocks it down. Peyton Fountain with his second triple of the game gives the Oilers a 3-point lead. Brooks working against Joseph Ostrowski. Keegan Brooks, no good, and Watusik with the board. Watusik up ahead for Fountain. Joseph Ostrowski knocks it down.
That was out there a few feet behind the 3-point line, Jay.
Well, they have found their stroke in this half.
Yeah, they
and the Oiler JV on that end, all standing up practically on the court themselves. It's like an NBA bench.
Yeah, they enjoyed that.
Holding up the 3 fingers. And Cooper Benson for 3. And Brooks will knock that out of bounds, and it'll be Oiler basketball. Well, with 2:49 to go, we are in danger time right now for Cadillac as they trail by 6. Jacob Kahani will go to the bench.
Yeah, going to have to get a couple of good stops here and some easy buckets in order to get the pressure off him a little bit. I guess is the oh geez.
Ostrowski again, no.
Did not think that they were going to do that. That's
well,
probably
that's a heat check.
That's a youth mistake right there as a sophomore. Probably with 2:30 left in the game, up by 6. That's not what Coach Shell wanted him to do.
Probably not, although that is a dagger if it goes down. Kevin Gregory would call that a heat check.
A heat check.
Yeah.
That's a good phrase.
You've made a couple long bombs. You're just checking to see if it's still good.
Oh, yeah.
And the Oiler defense right now giving the Vikings fits on the other end.
Going back to the man-to-man, it looks like. They just did that for about a minute or two and took the Vikings out of their groove.
Tip Baker, tough layup.
wow.
Oh, won't go. I don't know how that didn't go down.
Vikings have had a couple rim out here in the second half, unfortunately.
Matusik can't finish.
Ooh.
Oh my goodness. Whoa, 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 whoa. Yeah, you had to expect that as they all hit the floor going after the ball.
Great hustle by both teams.
Oh,
there,
absolutely.
Gosh, you can tell they both really want to win this game. I like the effort. I like the
It's one
effort.
of those, who was it? Lars Ferdinand on the broadcast last
yep.
night. We're watching girls play.
Yeah.
One of those situations where if you're the Vikings, you got two white jerseys coming down against the one Oiler. Do you let him dive and grab the ball and then just stand around him? What's he going to do?
Well, that's
you can't get up with the ball.
right.
5-second call.
Oh,
nice
good play.
pass, and Genema with the lay-in.
Yeah, good play.
And we'll get a timeout.
Good timeout.
But
Yeah.
I mean, if he does collect the ball, what's he going to do with it
Yeah.
at that point?
Yeah. Well, and you can't fault the effort in the moment by,
No,
by
absolutely
both
not. It's
Viking
just
players as well as the Mount Pleasant Oilers.
Nobody
But
would do
you're
that.
right.
I'm
If
just saying.
you could recognize though that you're a step or two behind, let the other one dive on it.
Yeah.
Tip Baker, I think, had a step or two.
You just both stand there with your hands around the
Yeah.
ball, and he's got 5 seconds to decide what he's going to do. He can't stand up with it.
Yeah.
That happened last night when one kid was on the ground with the ball and the other two jumped on top
Jumped
of her
on.
and ended up calling a jump ball
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
might have been a foul. I don't even remember. Lars brought that up. Why not just stand around her?
Yeah.
Just put all 5 girls around
Yeah.
her and just,
Yeah.
you'll get the ball back.
I think in the heat of the moment as a player,
Yes, you
I
can't.
think
No, you're diving for that ball.
it's too much
I'm
analyzing.
not diving for that ball, but they're definitely diving for that ball.
We used to teach loose ball drills back in the day, coaching.
Yeah.
Yeah, who wants to
Oh,
get
yeah.
a floor burner too?
Oh, yeah. I've been enjoying as they play the music during the timeouts and the breaks and the action here, Ryan. You are a high school principal down in Harrison, right?
I am, yes.
It's instinctual for you now to look up the lyrics of any song you hear in a gym, isn't it?
Shazam's a wonderful thing.
What the heck is this song?
Oh,
Do they
man.
swear in it?
Oh. It's amazing as you get older, you wonder, was I involved in that stuff back in the day and listening to those songs? I think there's always that when you're younger.
Some discussion amongst the officials. I'm not sure if it was.
It may be clarifying just where to take the ball out. It was a made basket, so it'll be taken out at the far end. But
Right. Oilers with a 4-point lead, minute 50 to go. Joseph Ostrowski, who's had 2 threes in this half, picks up his dribble well out by the volleyball line.
the Vikings are going to want to make sure to be up in the passing lanes. Try to get a deflection or two here. Can't be off a step or two. You got time.
Matusik finds Fountain for 3 over Hoagland, knocks it down. That is a big triple for
Good
Peyton
shot.
Fountain.
Yep.
Cooper Benson will try to answer. Gets it back. Nice look for Genema, who lays it up and in.
Can't trade 3 for 2, though.
Nope. You like that pull from the corner by Fountain? I mean,
That's
you
a tough
talked about
shot.
it. Well, Hoagland's running out at him, but it was open.
Yeah.
It's
It was a good find by the
that's your
opposite,
offense.
the
Why not
passer.
run it, right?
Yeah.
I always worry about teams that when they get a little bit of a lead, they get away from, especially if they came back,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
You come back,
Yeah.
you get the lead, and all of a sudden you
Yeah.
stop doing what got you the lead,
Yeah.
and you can't, right?
You-
So
you play not to lose instead of play to win.
Exactly.
And yeah, I know what you're saying there. Mount Pleasant, their shooters, especially their Ostrowski brother, number 12, and the Fountain kid. I've been impressed. They don't have any qualms about where they shoot the ball.
No, they
And
really
when they
don't.
shoot the ball, they have no conscience that way, and it's amazing that at that age to have that.
Well, their amygdala is not fully formed.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Their confidence is pretty high, is what I'm trying to say.
Vikings commit the foul. They need to commit 2 more before they can put the Oilers in the bonus with a minute 8 to go here. And Tanner Cochran will commit the foul. I'm so used to saying time and score, but everybody can see that. There's more discussion going on. I'm not sure what it is.
I don't know either.
Sometimes I think coaches ask questions just to delay things.
Yeah, I guess
purposely.
set their defense up. Yeah. It's all part of coaching.
Joseph Ostrowski working against Maddox Hoagland.
The next foul will be in the bonus here
Yes, it would.
for Oilers, so they need to, I don't know where they get.
Still time. It's only a 2-possession game.
Coach Benzenberg's upset right now.
Yeah, he wants the 5-second call.
Yeah.
He's upset because, and I'll tell you, it's one of those subjective calls that is so difficult in officiating, right?
Well,
what is the distance that you need to have in order to maintain for that 5-second call? What's the official rule? Do you know?
I don't know the technical actual wordage, but it is, within an arm's length or within that distance.
If you could ostensibly touch the ball and reach out, touch him.
Correct.
Then, yes.
And that's how I've shaped it with the girls I've coached and the guys. Is if you reach out and touch them, that's within that 5-second count. Yeah.
Well, and it's so difficult because all it takes is one jab step in and stop.
Pull back. Yep.
And that will separate you by 8 inches.
Absolutely.
Enough. 8 more inches, which is enough.
And he was doing that a little bit right there. So that's
that
tough
call.
Subjective piece.
It's a very tough call.
Absolutely. But that is what you teach kids too. If you notice how kids, when they have ball pressure, that pull back cross to separate.
Right.
That is a fundamental skill that all good ball handlers have. Yeah, at that point, I think you probably need to put them on the line. We got 38 seconds left. 5-point game here.
Ostrowski will go to the line for 1-1. If he makes both, you've got a 3-possession game. As he knocks down the first. Joseph Ostrowski with 3 triples in this half. Peyton Fountain with 3 triples in this half. As the Oilers pulled away here late in the fourth. Knocks them both down. A couple of big free throws makes it a 7-point game. Tip Baker for 3.
Oh.
Coach Benzenberg will call a timeout. I don't know how many he has left. I lost track.
He's got to be close to.
I know he's called at least 3 in the last 2 minutes.
Yeah.
So I want to guess if he's got one, he's only got one left. 55-51, Oilers with the lead in our regular season finale here on My News 26 and CCTV. Jay Simon and Ryan Biller with you. Our thanks to Cadillac Casting Incorporated, as well as Napa Auto Parts, Cadillac Tire, and Pizza Plus for their support of these broadcasts.
The original sub sounds real good right now.
Heather Stilson, our Madam Director, running the show in the truck. Gabby Long in there with her, running the graphics. Brandon Fry, Katie McClung, and Wyatt Van Dynen on the cameras, bringing you these images in high definition. If you're interested being a part of these broadcasts, supporting them, there's a phone number, I believe, on the screen, which I can't see right now, but I'm going to assume it's there. Make sure you reach out, contact us at My News 26. Let them know that you would be interested in being a part of this. As I don't believe they're doing any spring sports, but I could be wrong. You should make sure to follow My News 26 and CCTV on Facebook, and you can find out the latest and what's going on. Coach Benzenberg still talking to the FAR official. Bartholomew actually had to wait for him to stop.
Oh.
Ostrowski does a nice job of throwing it off of Maddox Hoagland.
That was a smart play.
It's a tough spot for the Oilers. 4-point lead and 20 seconds to go. You still got to take care of the ball. As they get it into Watusik, who will go to the line now for a 1-on-1. As the Vikings go offense for defense. Tip Baker for Tanner Cochran. Watusik has been relatively quiet in this half, just one field goal.
I would say Coach Benzenberg's scouting report was good. I think Watusik's probably their leading scorer. That's my guess there, and the best overall athlete and ball player. But man, the Oilers have had some other kids, the Ostrowski boys and this Frankfurt kid, that have knocked down big shots tonight to bring them back. So
6-point Oiler lead. Maddox Hoagland for 3. And Barnett with the rebound, and that's probably going to do it. 9.6 seconds left.
Coach Benzenberg's had his boys run a couple of nice plays in the second half here. They out of timeouts, and also right there you saw another one. They got an open look. They just didn't knock it down. That happens sometimes. You could drop a play, and the kids can have the shots, and that just doesn't go down. That's unfortunate for the Vikings because they did have some opportunities there.
Charlie Rundstrom checks into the game for the Vikings, as does Jacob Roberts. And we're also going to see Andrew Giddens. As the Vikings get their starters a hand from the crowd, Noah Bartlett will check in, and Aiden Raphael. As Coach Benzenberg giving these seniors an opportunity to get a nice hand from the student section and the fans here at the end of their last game on their home court, we assume. I don't think Cadillac I know is hosting a Class D regional. I don't think it's hosting anything else. So this is their last time at home. Ezekiel Barnett, it's his first bucket, first free throw of the game, first point of the game. Rundstrom. And that will do it. 58-51. The Mount Pleasant Oilers come away with the win over the Cadillac Vikings in both teams' regular season finale. And now we reset. Everybody is 0-0 as next week we start district tournament action in the MHSAA. We'll take a break and collect our stats and have some final thoughts for you. You're watching My News 26 and CCTV's presentation of boys non-conference basketball action. Your final 58-51, Oilers over the Vikings. We'll be right back after this.